Looks like we have a beautiful ghost at the door tonight. The ghost lady is back, trying to save the day, while the clueless guy just tries to keep the scaredy cat calm. Meanwhile, outside in the dark, bored Aqiang starts playing games like there's no tomorrow. Just when Aqiang loses his game and is sulking, he realizes Dongmei's brainwaves are dropping faster than his score. Staring at the screen like a detective, Aqiang is determined to figure out why Dongmei's brainwaves went to zero. Meanwhile, Dongmei wakes up with eyes wide open, and the cabin door swings open like she's auditioning for a horror movie. When Aqiang asks what she's up to, she just ignores him and strolls down the stairs barefoot like he's just a piece of furniture. Desperate to stop her, Aqiang rushes forward like a hapless hero in a comedy. But when she turns slowly, Aqiang wakes up from his shock only to realize it was just a nightmare. Or was it? Once calmed down, he notices the cabin door is wide open, and panic mode activated. He dashes in. He rouses his sleeping buddy Awai and spills the beans that Dongmei is missing, while they totally overlook the decapitated doll on the roof. Awai quickly finds Dongmei in the kitchen, looking strangely possessed, like she just got done binge-watching a horror series. She keeps babbling for help. Aqiang thinks she's joking, until the next second hits like a plot twist. Suddenly, Dongmei bolts towards the stove like a possessed chef, and Awai heroically grabs her legs. Aqiang stands frozen for a moment, then decides to join the rescue, and together they form the ultimate ghost-busting. They slowly pulled Dongmei out, and the two of them watched in sheer horror as Dongmei was violently dragged back in again. Finally believing in the legends, they realize it's real. Meanwhile, scaredy cat Xiao's eye is burning up, but thankfully there's the superhero Xiao. But wait, no signal. So after a brainstorming session, they decide to split up like in every horror movie. Aqiang is pulled inside. There, they search for Dongmei's body, and Aqiang's body is stuck there too. Keep looking for Dongmei and Aqiang's body, like a twisted scavenger hunt. Aqiang is stuck cleaning up the cabin, like he didn't just run into the supernatural. Meanwhile, Xiao plays chauffeur for the unconscious Xiao while Awai tries to figure out where Dongmei ghosted them. He's determined to pull her from the floor. Soon, Awai finds the spot time for rock smashing with Xiao. And terrified, Aqiang makes a mad dash back to the car, while a strange strand of hair creeps around like in a horror flick. That weird hair silently climbs Dongmei, thanks to Awai and Xiao's efforts. After a rock concert on the floor, they bust a hole, and Awai peeks in low, and behold, it's Dongmei, still breathing. Subtitles. Awai quickly leads Dongmei back to the car in a hurry, but just as they are all set to depart, Xiao's eye, who is in a coma, unexpectedly speaks up, and take a look at that fierce, menacing glare from Xiao's eye. Awai points the finger at Aqiang, saying they need to finish what they started. After all, it was his bright idea to go on this adventure, and that means he has to clean up the mess. Little did they know, Aqiang didn't choose to burn the doll instead. He kept it like a souvenir. Turns out Aqiang had a crush on Dongmei but ended up with Awai, which totally doesn't sit well with him. Time for some villainous plotting. His evil plan? If he can't have her, no one will. Aqiang tosses the doll into a pit, letting the curse roll on, and they all zoom out of the suburbs like a bad horror sequel. Unbeknownst to them, an even bigger crisis lurks nearby, and they rush Dongmei to the hospital, all hands on deck. After a roundtable meeting, they decide to keep Dongmei's hospitalization a secret. No homecoming for them, just a hotel pit stop. Settled in for the night, they'll wait for Dongmei to get better, while Aqiang fires up the laptop to watch all the spooky cabin footage. Watching Dongmei get pulled into the stove, he feels no sympathy, more like, "You asked for it, girl." On the other side, Xiao also encounters some creepy occurrences, like the bloody face boy who keeps crashing on him nightly. The boy seems intent on pinning Aqiang down. Thank goodness he wakes up. After a little chill, Aqiang's ready for more. The more he thinks about it, the creepier it gets. So Aqiang finds Xiao over breakfast and spills the beans about his spooky dreams. Xiao is silent, but you can see the wheels turning. Cut to Aqiang sneaking some private time with Dongmei in the hospital. Right there, he confesses his long-time crush on Dongmei and leans in for a kiss, only for the next second to go awry. Dongmei's eyes go blank, and by the time Aqiang realizes, he's tangled in some creepy hair like a bad Halloween costume. Aqiang's legs jerk. He's possessed. The janitor arrives for a clean-up. Aqiang's eyes widen as he stares back at Dongmei, while the school janitor is down by the pool. Aqiang's body is found. Next morning, Dongmei miraculously wakes up. Xiao and Xiao's eye visit her. Everyone's having a laugh fest, totally oblivious to Aqiang's prolonged absence, like he didn't just drop dead. By evening, they stumble back to the hotel. It looks like they're throwing a post-hospital party for Dongmei. While freshening up, Sayozai casually notices 3 strange scratches on his wrist like a scene from a horror flick. Having not seen Aqiang all day, Sayozai senses something's off and rushes to the front desk for Aqiang's room key. To his shock, Aqiang's room is a mess like a tornado hit. His clothes are still there, he's clearly been missing for days. Finally, he spots Aqiang's laptop on the bed, probably filled with top-notch horror movie notes or maybe just high scores.